Good afternoon, my name is Steve Wilkinson. Today I'd like to talk to you about one of our most popular products, that's our Eliminator. Everybody that uses it really finds that it does the job, but not always is the product used correctly, and I wanted to just make sure that the best practice is applied when using the product. You'll note that it actually comes in two sizes, 8-ounce flip top bottle and a 16-ounce spray bottle. Why the two? Well, the spray bottle actually allows the product to go a little bit further, but some people have a preference for the liquid flip top bottle, so we offer the two. As far as applying the product, we like you to use our eraser sponges, either our scrubby sponge or our sandwich sponge. Both of them have a melamine surface, and they're both used to apply the product to the surface of your Anilox roll. The Eliminator is specifically designed for your Anilox rollers. We don't really recommend it on any other surfaces, certainly not printing plates, etc. So how do we apply the product? When should we apply the product? And how should we use it? Clearly, keeping your Anilox rollers clean and free from contamination is critical if you want to maintain colour density and ink volume and longevity and performance of the Anilox itself. So day-to-day cleaning is the issue. You can use one of our regular water dilutable products, our Real Clean or Plate Clean, and they will do very well at removing the superficial ink from the surface and within the cells, but they're not quite as strong as the Eliminator, and really the Eliminator is proven to be able to get down deep into the porosity of the coating, almost like a mechanical cleaning action, but we would still recommend ultrasonics as a finishing solution should you want to be absolutely 100% clean with your rolls. So in terms of applying the product, a little goes a long way. The reason we recommend a sponge, our eraser sponge, is it holds the product. You don't need this a lot. As you saw, I sprayed just a few drops onto the sponge, and when you apply it to your Anilox roller, you want to apply it across the face and around the surface. It's very critical that you apply the product uniformly around the entire Anilox roller so that you get uniform cleaning. Failure to do so, if you spot clean, you will have a very clean spot on the roller surface, and if that's all that you do, that will then transfer and show on your print. So as you can see, I've applied the product continuously across and around the face of the roll. You now give it, we would recommend that you give it a few minutes to actually allow the product to bite into the ink and solubilize the ink and the resins. So 1 or 2 minutes or so is usually enough. The sponges, as you saw, the scrubby sponge, you can use the plastic scrubby part on the back if the ink is quite thick and dry, hard. You can obviously apply it with the sandwich sponge as well as the plastic back sponge, and you can use either product. The spray bottle, as I say, is applied in exactly the same manner, a small amount sprayed onto the sponge and then applied to the surface of the Anilox in exactly the same manner. You don't want to allow the product to run around the roll, and you don't want to allow it to dry on the roll. So we're going to just let it do its job, which is in the process of doing now. So when you've actually applied the product and you feel that you're getting good solubilization, you're going to now begin to remove the product and remove the ink from the roll. And if you need, you can see how quickly it's coming off. You can actually use one of our press clean wipes to assist with the cleaning. So all I'm going to do is wipe continuously around the roll and start the process of lifting the ink from within the cells, within the coating, and you can see we've removed a lot of product immediately. One of the main issues that we have with the product, with the cleaning, is that operators forget to dry the roll. So once you wipe the ink off and rinse the roller thoroughly with fresh water, you're now going to wipe the roller dry. And that's very important because you don't want the product to actually dry on the surface or run around the roll. And so it's really important that you Continue to wipe the roll until it is completely dried across the entire surface and around the roll. Any water, any solution left on the roll will run around the surface of the roll and bead along the bottom and restain the roll. So simple application. Use the sponges. If you use the sponges, you can use them several times. They actually apply the product very easily. They whip the ink up from it. It's easy to see what's coming from the roll. And if this is used on a regular basis, you will find that your rolls maintain the volume much more uniformly and perform much better throughout the press run. As I mentioned earlier, if you want 100% guarantee of a clean roll, then we would recommend use of our ultrasonic cleaning system. And you can actually use the product as a preconditioner before you put it into the tank. You apply it to the roll in the same way that I did, and then you wipe the solubilized ink off, and then you place the roller into the tank as normal, and you will find that the cleaning process will be a lot more rapid and a lot more effective.